But again, they'll fire it back down in deep. Sedovia, that's Marcus sending it down in, and in his own zone is Scott. He's been along the boards. And then they're digging away. They're down now, 3-2. They were down 2-0, tied it up, and the Albertans just taking over again the power play. Kelowna with a shot. Oh, that was a screenshot. Came in from the blue line. Didn't have a lot on it, but the people couldn't see it. Now behind the net. Kept in down in there. Along the boards down below as they kind of jam up. They dig at it. Kelowna's going to dig it loose. And that, there's a shot. Oh, that just went wide as that one came in from Marcus Sedovia. Now loose puck beside the net that comes right out in front. And that time, Kelowna couldn't get the thing on it. There's another shot scorches in from Sedovia, and it goes wide again. Kelowna, another shot. Pad save in there by Radke. Now it's over in third team. Well, whatever it is, they tell them and everybody accepts it. Puck is dropped. Kelowna gets it. Plays it right over. They just shoot it down into the corner. The Albertans have to go back, and they get it, but they're not going to get it out. Another shot goes in, tipped out in front, but the Dylan Crawley tip went up off the glass. Now they're bodying along the boards. Kelowna's going to keep it in, top of the slot. Going to play it over to this side. Sedovia, Marcus. That puck goes out, past Ruben Stone, gets it back to Sedovia. Long pass to the other side, trying to come over the line, and doing so is Downey. Tries to get a shot. Another one coming in, and that was fired wide. Boy, bodies were sprawled all out in front of Matthias Radke on that one. Now along the boards, Kelowna keeping it in, trying to get his Matthias Paul. He loses the puck. He was checked behind the boards. He gets it up for their zone. Puck is dropped, and it's in the face-off circle. Kelowna coming up with that puck to try to put it right out in the slot area and right close up, and they couldn't make contact. Loose puck, though, being picked up, trying to get in and trying to let a shot go in there was Theo Salikhov. Now coming back out over the line, throwing it down in the corner. Could be an icing call, and is. And the face-off, it goes and ripped around along the boards to the other side. Now they're coming up. Albertans will play it back over the line. They're going to just stop it right there. Unable to go any further was Ty Waslock. Face off in the South Alberta zone. Goes around to the other corner, and Riptash will clear it out. Now he brings it out. He gets to them. My lights went out, wouldn't you know it? Then he comes right back in. Trying to get, oh, there's a backhand shot that was let go by Cash Olsen. Comes over to this side and whipped down in the corner. Olsen's got it again. He's trying to get out into the slot area, but the puck was left in the corner. Now they play it back out, and flipping it down in deep is Downey. Goes down into the corner in the Albertan zone. It's still in there. Now Kelowna has it in behind the net, trying to get something happening out in front. Looked like Subernagel in there, being watched and watching him. Well, they finally get a whistle.
By Kelowna, chipped to the side of the net by Sadovia, but no one there. And Delta comes back to the way. Schwartz on the right side, trying to come back in as Waltz. He fires wide as he cut to the middle. Got to watch out for number 7, Cruz Waltz. A terrific tournament for Delta so far as well. 8 points leading into today's final, but Kelowna will clear on a diving play by Downey out to center ice up the right wing from just inside his own zone. Nate Barclay wheels around his net for Delta. Now it's worked out to center to Waltz on the left side. Tries to feather it down low to Barclay, the pinching D-man. He'll put it behind the net. Marcus Sadovia, one of the 2 Sadovia brothers on this roster, will flip it out to center. That's knocked down, though, by Jack Morgan. He got spilled, though, and Salikhov the other way. On the right side, drop pass for Paul on the wall, trying to center out in front. No one there in black as Downey was tough. Highlighted by Ruben Stone's heroics, blocking the puck in the crease. Now a point shot shouldered away by Nicholson. Right off the draw there, letting that go was Zelenik. Played all the way down ice. Rink beats out the icing call. Trying to fire that puck on net was Mathis Paul, but he fanned on it. So Rink will regroup in a scoreless game in their own zone. Danielson goes across to Zelenik. Aaron Zelenik, the Kamloops product, forces it head on right wing. That's tipped back in. That by Milan Mercic, the captain for Delta. And breaking out now is Reed. Maxon Reed for Rink. From his own end, trying to dance his way in. Got stick checked at the Delta line. Puck is picked up by Noah Hoagland, and he'll feed it in. Nicholson out to play it. Silver Nagley goes D to Reed. He'll snap a pass from his goal line out to center. That was picked off by Bartlett. Then the puck's tied up in skates. Mathis Paul and Bartlett tie up. Rolls back in the Delta zone. They break out. Hoagland got to center red and flips it in opposite corner. Marcus Sadovia in his own zone. Out to Downey right side. Out on the backhand, he'll feed it in. Jacob Schwartz from Alexander Lang at 10:34. That's the scoring play. As it's 1-0 Delta here with 8:10 to go in the first. Back for the puck. Nicholson, the goalie, will play it aside. Hudson Robergy will play it across his zone on left wing. On the breakout, Matthias Paul back in. Wrist shot missing high. Mathis Paul, a good rush down the far side. Big body as well at 6'2" and just under 190 pounds. Delta picks it up behind their net. Dunn will pivot away from forecheck pressure of Downey. Far side, gain center on the right side for Downey. Owen Downey will rip it around the boards. It comes to left wing. Ryan Sadovia trying to find it. Deflects down low, and it's picked up by Botel to the blue line on a drop pass. Reed will play it off the glass behind the net and deep in Delta territory. Downey after it for Rink. Good cycle game here. Got hit hard, though, in the corner after he reversed the puck as Dunn got a piece of him. Now on the far side, that's Theo Salikhov with a big hit as he takes, and now a big hit by Mercic. Hit the defenseman Ruben Stone, and that knocked the door open where the two teams enter the ice. Meanwhile, puck is grabbed. Trying to come in front is Peterson. He was stopped in tight. That by Barclay. Just to finish that thought, that's the gate where one of the entrances to the ice is. Ruben Stone got knocked into that. Back here, Mathis Paul tying up there with Barclay. Spins Barclay around in a puck battle. They get the arms up on one another. Barclay gives him a cross check away from the puck. Penalty coming. Sadovia, wrist shot kicked out by Morose. Puck is touched back. Breakout pass by Sadovia on the left side. Tipped in by Downey, and then he gets spilled by Dunn on the boards. Puck is loose. Salikhov back to the point. Paul gets it, rips the shot, blocked. As Mathis Paul back on the ice after serving that minor penalty. And now Dunn in transition for Delta. Drops it off for Schwartz. Goal scorer got stopped in the back check there. Good hustle by Salikhov, and back is Paul on left wing for Kelowna. Left it behind the net. Downey banging bodies down low, trying to get the puck back for Rink, but done a great play out of traffic to grab it and play it out to his blue line. Paul, a big hit near the Rink bench there as he put a shoulder into Alex Lang. Puck goes back in the Kelowna corner, picked up. Marcus Sadovia, nice pass out to center. Salikhov ahead, Paul walking, dragging, shooting, but blocked by Leonard, who comes across and makes the defensive play. And now Delta, Lang will play ahead. Jake Schwartz trying to come direction before it banked in off the goalie's pad. For Sadovia, his third goal of the playoffs. As he shot it from the right wing wall, and we are tied with 7:49 to go. As that goal comes at 12:11 from Ruben Stone, the assist. Sadovia's third of the tournament. And it's a tie game. Well, Kelowna has been pressing in this second, so maybe that was just inevitable for them to tie it the way they've been pushing here in the first half of the period. 2:45 to go. Brady Walker from Ben Botel and Riley Peterson at 16:39, the tying goal here for Rink. Zelenik for Delta, lost it. They score! Theo Salikhov gives Rink their first lead. It's 3-2 with 2:33 to go. That's what's happening here in the prep final. The star players for both teams have come to play. Ben Botel's got 3 points, 5-3 Kelowna over Delta in the third period of this Prep U18 Division I final. Wrapping up the final day of the Western Championship in Penticton, but now Mathis Paul trying to break back in. He got stopped. Salikhov follows up, who scored back in the second for Rink. He'll play behind the net. Puck in the right corner. Downey fighting for it with Barclay. Comes out in front. Owen Downey turns and shoots. Up and out of play that goes. That might have right now in this championship final. Delta trying to tilt the ice and cut into the 2-goal deficit, but it's flipped out by Mathis Paul. Back to the Delta line. Quickly played back in. Mersick on the forecheck, can't get to it. Puck reversed. Puck off to Zelenik and go for a change. 5:40 to go. Salikhov in his own end for Kelowna. Now for Stone, their captain. He'll wrist it in. Morose will blocker that off. Delta regroups. Nate Barclay took a quick breather at the bench. He's back out there. He'll probably play off to Zelenik and go for a change. 5:40 to go. Salikhov in his own end for Kelowna. Now for Stone, their captain. He'll wrist it in. Morose will blocker that off. Delta regroups. Nate Barclay took a quick breather at the bench. He's back out there. He'll probably play majority of the final 5 minutes. We'll see how much he actually changes. Stone picks off that puck at center and dumps it in again. Watch there by Barclay. Also in there as well is Schwartz. Comes back to Salikhov, but he fanned on the pass. Trying to go back down the wall. Schwartz in transition. Pass was offside as it trying to center. That's blocked by Ryder Mead, the defenseman. Rimmed around. Fogelin keeps it in for Delta. Down the boards. Thrown out in front. That's knocked away as Hoagland was trying to center from the left wing. Puck now grabbed by Mead, and he'll dump it down ice. Icing waved off as going back for that puck is Ryder Dunn. 2:05 to go in the third of this U18 Prep Division I final, and the puck is making history. A championship for the first time in their program history. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna, U18 Prep champions.